Hey guys, it's Cora Ross and welcome to 6 News. So we're going over the patch notes for Operation Burnt Horizon. Now this should be on the test server by the time I upload this video, but I don't know the official release date for when it's coming to all platforms as a full release. That will probably be like March 5th or 6th, probably. So 2 weeks of test server. Now of course we're bringing in 2 new operators. We got an amazing full reveal and also a year 4 panel as well on the live streams. Now I will point out that there's no major reworks in these patch notes for operators. Even though we've seen a whole bunch of them in the live stream, we have only the Capital one in these patch notes. And if you go back and watch any of my videos on that, you'll notice I point out there's little bits of text that says coming in first half of year 1 and stuff like that. So a lot of that stuff is not coming with the Australian season and is actually way off in the future potentially. The deployable cover, for instance, change isn't coming until potentially the end of the year because they had little text that said it's coming in year 4, but who knows when. So let's go through them. So of course, we're getting Gridlock as our brand new Australian attacker. So she comes with the F90 assault rifle and the M249 LMG, which has a custom ACOG if you want to use it. She's also got the Super Shorty and the SDP 9mm pistol, and she's got a breaching charge or smoke grenades, and she is a high armor, low speed. I believe that's like one of the first DLC operators on attack to be 3 armor. And she has the track stingers as her gadget, which is just this insane thing where it puts down all these spikes all over the floor, and there are absolutely tons of them. Can't wait to actually play with her, so look forward to that. Now, of course, we have Mozzie on defense, so he's got the P10 running, which is basically a pistol in a housing that makes it into kind of a carbine. So a very small mag. I think it's like a 20 round mag if you reload with 1 in the chamber. And also the second weapon is the Commando 9, which is classified in the game as an assault rifle, which is interesting, and of course chambered in 9mm. It looks like he kind of cobbled this one together. It looks all rusty. And then he's got the Super Shorty as well, and the same pistol. Then we've got barbed wire and nitro cells, and he's a medium speed and medium armor. Now his pest launcher is a really cool little gadget, basically able to grab onto attackers' drones and take control of them, even Twitch drones. Can't wait to try this in the test server, and especially Mythbuster. It's going to be a really interesting one. Now, of course, we get the new map Outback. Of course, very easy to call this Outbreak, and it looks pretty cool. I like the look of it. It's got some real character, and yeah, I think it should become a classic. Hopefully, it is laid out really well, and we will, of course, find out. The other thing we're getting is, of course, the Newcomer playlist, which allows people under level 50 to play. Don't know if this is going to be great because Smurfs will be able to easily get into it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Definitely give it a chance. Of course, we've got the Habana Elite, which does look pretty amazing. And yeah, we've got some seasonal skins here. A little tease of what we're going to be getting. Love the crocodile, of course, Australia, so it makes total sense. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, these skins are pretty cool. Looking forward to trying them out. Of course, a little advertisement here for the year 4 season pass. Although I will mention, if you want to get the volcano skin, you should buy this. I think it's before March 6th to get the volcano skin. Now we've got the operator balance. So Ash is losing the ACOG on our R4C, so she'll still have an ACOG just on the other gun. Legion's getting reduced mine damage from 8 to 4. Maverick is going to get his increased swap time between his torch and his weapons. I actually had someone in the comments say that this was a buff. And yeah, getting your gun out slower, that's a buff. And then for Dokkaebi, her calls will automatically be hung up on after 18 seconds. This is unchanged. Being inside of a mute jammer stops the calls. But this is new, which is walking into the range of a mute jammer will now hang up the call. Very cool. Capital is the only real kind of rework we're getting here. So his firebolts will be increased in size, but they'll be reduced in damage. It's also much kind of more than this. The fire kind of falls to the ground now and spreads. So it's going to be interesting. But I don't know if I can call this like a total rework, but it's certainly a nice buff, and they've definitely improved his gadget. So yeah, hopefully that's going to go well. And of course, Clash is going to be getting her muzzle brake removed from her machine pistol, which is, you know, a tiny little thing. This is because it isn't full fully automatic weapon now, so the muzzle brake isn't really, useful on it. Then we got the general tweaks and improvements. So for game balancing, they're changing breaching charges. They'll be quicker to use, and they're going to have a bigger blast radius on the defender's side, but it's going to do less damage, but it's more likely you're actually going to damage someone because it's going to have a much bigger blast radius. Yeah, so interesting, and we'll see how that plays out. Initial fix for crouch, lean, and spam. They're not fixing the crouching part, but they are fixing the leaning part right now, which makes the animation of your head pretty much stay still, even though the person is leaning. And it should, if they're leaning back and forward, it should make it a lot easier for you to actually shoot them in the head. Of course, die instantly from headshots. We've got advanced deployment. Apparently, they're going to try and push this as being the general thing that will be used everywhere, and it should be kind of ideas that this should be the standard thing. It sounds like that's what they're going to push towards, and we'll see how that plays out. They also have shield operator rotation. I believe this was a bug found by Rogue 9, and it appears to be getting fixed. So it basically has the right animation for continuing round, because it would basically disconnect for a little bit. And apparently from this, it was about how the animation was positioning the legs, and that was kind of causing it to snap to a different area. So yeah, we've got the MMR rollback, which you told us was already in the previous season, but kind of secretly running. And this is basically if a cheater's on your team and the cheater, wins the game for you, then your MMR might get rolled back once that player in the future gets banned. And if you're on the losing team and that cheater wins the game on the enemy team, you might gain MMR back. So of course, potentially increasing your rank. So not playing with cheaters is going to be an advantage, or should be anyway. Then we've got the playlist changes. So the newcomer playlist is going to have Bank, Consulate, Chalet. That's it. That's the only maps in the newcomer playlist. For ranked, we're going to have Bank, Clubhouse, Oregon, Cafe, Consulate, Chalet, Skyscraper, Coastline, Border, Villa, Hereford, Theme Park, Fortress, Outback, and the casual is all these ranked maps plus House, Plane, Favela, Canal, Yacht, and Tower. So we have, of course, a big array of bugs, and I don't think there's anything like too incredible in here, but just a good array of awesome fixes, and hopefully this, of course, will be launching with as little bugs as possible, we hope, and we will see. But yeah, the test server should pretty much be up now. If not, I'll be up very soon. And like I said, I think the release date is going to be kind of around about March 5th. So thanks for watching, and let me know what you think, and I'll catch you next time.